All righty, family. Let's go. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness, how y'all doing? You know it had to be something good for me to come on here. I saw something the other day, and it's kind of hurt me a little bit. It kind of made me upset because I see where our children at Harvard, they're actually standing up for Palestine. And see, when you don't know your history, you do stuff like this. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on, family. Let's go. We got to talk about this. We have got to talk about this. I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope you guys had a great day at work. Um, but I'm telling you, when I see stuff that I'm seeing uh, with how we are acting about a group of people that don't like us, it bothers me. But this is mental illness for us. This is something that we really need to deal with because there is no way that I am going to give two hoo-hoos about Palestine, which I understand there are some black ones. Okay, I can't care about one without, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to decipher it. I don't know how um, to have that divide. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just so annoying when I see black folk how we are so dedicated to enemies, to people that don't like you. And when I saw the young man and I saw that they're plastering our babies' faces and giving out their addresses, and you're putting our children at danger, and that's what they're trying to do. But my thing is, how come we're not doing that same, giving us, how come we're not standing up for us the way we are for Palestine? I don't understand. We're not saying anything. We are just like, you know, really going all out for people that really don't like you, right? But help me to understand that. Why? I don't know. It makes no sense because they um, kind of like called us out because we weren't standing up with them. Why would we stand up with them? Pay for cats, welcome. Why would we stand up for people that we know don't like them, don't like us? Why would we serve in their service, their army? And that's what bothers me too, because black people, we are so wanting to be like them that we'll do anything and everything that they do just to fit in, even if we know that it's wrong. And that bothers me. I don't understand that. And I'm not going to um put myself out for people that don't know how to treat me. I don't give a dang on who you are. If I see that you have an issue with me or my brother, then I have an issue with you. Okay. And for and for Israel to say what they said about our babies, and I seen where a white lady was on a board or something, and she was saying that the worst threat is our black babies. And I'm like, hold on here. You got our babies at the top of that list, but you don't have the KKK on top of that list. You don't have the Proud Boys on top of that list. You don't have any of the white supremacy groups that we know have murdered black people, right? KKK been around since forever, and they're at the bottom of the terrorist group, and you got the Israelites at like number three, but the KKK is at the bottom. I think it makes sense. How many black people have, or how many people have the Israelites murdered? Okay, they got the groups number three, right? But the KKK, who has murdered people, who is known fact to have murdered people like Emmett Till, you know, some other, and you know those three black with the what you call them people? It was freedom marchers, right? We have proof that they done what they did, but then they have the KKK at the bottom as number 10. This is how messed up that this country is. That it doesn't matter what crackers do, what white folk do, they're gonna always be excused. They're gonna always be excused. Tell me why. I'm not understanding that. So I had to come on just to kind of shed my thinking on how I really feel about the Palestine Israel thing. Okay, because it I am not, and I will never stand for people that I know that don't have a heart for me. And we're talking about black folk that I know that are coons. I would never stand with them. And I need to make an announcement for YouTube because this is everything that I'm showing and everything I'm saying is educational purposes. It's not that I'm condoning violence. It's not that I'm condoning anything because you know they get mad and in their feelings when you know your truth. They don't like our black truth. but they can say whatever they want to say, and it's okay. But we come on here and say we got to say, and oh my God, it's hate speech. Get out of here. Tell you talking about hate speech. Shut up. Get out of here. But I just want to share my screen for a minute. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm not, because I just wanted to say what I had to say. But it really bothered me how I saw our babies painted. Their faces was painted on the side of trucks. Okay. And you're putting our babies at risk. And our babies are putting themselves at risk for people that don't think twice about you. They don't care about you, because if you was in Palestine, they'd be blowing you up too. And if you was in Israel, they would be punking you out and harassing you, just like the police officers do with them regular Israelites. Or Israel, black Israeli people over there. They harassing the young woman, say she black, and the police harass black folk all the time over there, just because they can. So we have no friends nationwide, and we don't even understand that. And that's what bothers me. You will go all out, but that baby Elijah, what was his name? Elijah, what is that baby's name? You know I'm gonna find him, right? What was the baby's name? Who they poisoned? Okay, they poisoned this baby with a horse tranquilizer, and he ended up dying. And one cop went to jail. All four of them should have went to jail. But guess what? They think that they can hurt us and get away with it. But you want me to stand up for Israel and Palestine when I got a whole 911 over here on my block? I don't think so. I can't do it. I cannot stand with anybody. Not right now. Because we got too much stuff. We got 911 in Chicago. We got one in New York. We got one. Okay. We got everywhere we look is 911. And we so focused on over there, but you missing all of this. That's what. Yes, McLean. Oh, I got it. Yeah, McLean. But we got 911s all around us. But we focused on Israel. Make it make sense. You can focus on that if you want to. I got other things, and I'm definitely not focusing on no Pity Diddy or Diddy Sean or whatever. That was a total. That right there, they're gonna throw something with P Diddy in there, right? That was a distraction. And you know how many black folk suck that distraction up? We ain't got no time for no distractions. We need to be thinking about this one police officer who this one young man in Baltimore got shot 36 times. Target practice. That was really target practice. If you actually can shoot somebody 36 times, that meant you had about 4 or 5 officers out there. And each gun has like maybe 14 bullets, right? So that means 3 people were shooting at one person and empty their whole clip. I'm just saying, why would you do that? But you want me to be concerned about Palestine? I can't do it. I'm sorry. Palestine better handle their business over there, just like we better handle ours over here. They said, oh, they marched and they stood up for George Floyd and stuff. Okay, but our kids are still dying. So who's standing up for us now? Elijah. Who stood up for him? Are we marching for Elijah like we are for Palestine? Are we marching for Sudan, the Congo? Are we marching for Somalia the way we are marching for Palestine? We have our own brothers and sisters in Africa that have coups, and America is clowning with them. Yeah, that just happened. 36 times he got shot. 36 times in Baltimore, Maryland. My auntie lives there. And she was telling me about it. She said, Cassie, they shot that boy 36 times. How do you shoot somebody 36 times? But I want black people to get to the place where you are shouting out at the rooftop about your abuse, about your abusers, about police brutality, about the immigrants, how they're abusing us, how they're abusing black folk in Chicago, black folk in New York. Okay, you took a whole black school, closed it down, and told black folk, "Oh, we ain't got no money to fix that school up." But then you went and opened it up for immigrants, and you building housing on the top, and at the bottom they'll go to school, so they don't even have to leave the building. What? Did I miss something here? Did I miss something? I'm just saying. I must have missed something. I'm just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This don't make no sense. I don't get it. And then I see Umar. He was in Chicago Friday, was it? And he was supposed to be there for counseling. He was supposed to be there to have like a black meeting for the black residents and stuff. And they ended up canceling it. He was all the way in Chicago. He was supposed to be there like at 6:30. At 2 o'clock, he went down there and they closed it. They canceled it. Didn't even like he spent money to get there. And you know they did that on purpose, right? But you know what? It's okay. Because anytime black folk want to stand up for black folk, we have a whole, but you want to go and march for Israel. I don't understand that. But ain't nobody saying nothing about what's going on in Chicago with these immigrants, right? Black folk think it ain't gonna affect them. You had nothing coming. But I'm gonna share my screen because I just want to read a little bit of this because I'm not gonna be here long. I promise I'm not being here long because you already know. Let me go in here and present my screen. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Lord. Also share. Okay, there you go. And I'm gonna go in here. You know, I always have to do this, right? Oh Lord, there we go. Okay, I can share it, I think. I'm gonna see if y'all could hear me and see me. Hold on, y'all. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Come on, y'all. Come on. Please, what them signs say? From the river to the sea, Israel is a genocidal state. In the occupation, is it in colonization now? Free. Okay. Palestine. She covered her face. Her mama said, girl, you better not let them in. She covering her face. They covering their faces now. See what I'm saying? They covering their faces. Let's read a little bit about this. Okay, CNN. This is a CNN New York billboard truck drove near Harvard. Now, listen to this now. Campus Wednesday displaying the names and photos of Harvard students whose organization signed a statement blaming solely Israel for the deadly attack on Hamas, or whatever you call them. But you know what, y'all? Let's not forget how this all started. Everybody want to sit up there and say, "Oh, it started with Israel. It started the day, it started the day that on October 7th, and it didn't. It didn't start on that day. It started way before then, right? Because that thing has been started since forever, right? They want to act like it just started on the 7th, but those people had been harassing the Palestinians for a long time, right? But now they want to sit up there and they want to say, "Oh, it started October 7th." No, it didn't. It's been started. So let's tell the truth. If we're gonna talk about this, let's really tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit up here and act like that stuff just started yesterday. I was trying to find something so I can make sure that I'm here. Okay, here we go. Y'all keep up with me now. I'm gonna hopefully it won't be messing up. Hopefully I'll be able to do what I'm supposed to do. The buffering. Y'all see me buffering up there? Lord, this thing. I hope I'm not buffering, y'all. Am I buffering? This is crazy. I think my phone is frozen. I'm thinking it's the thing. I don't know if it's okay, y'all. Am I buffering or what? What's going on with me? Y'all hang on because I'm trying to make sure that everything is good on this end over here. Is it StreamYard? We need another oh, you hear me? Okay. It's just acting crazy. But let me just go ahead and read y'all. This is crazy. I don't know what is going on. I don't understand. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna keep reading. Well, anyway, the doxing truck appeared days after the Harvard Palestine Solidarity Group, a coalition of Harvard students groups, earlier this year released a statement that held the Israeli regime entirely responsible for all unfolding violence following the attacks by Hamas and that have killed more than 1,000 or 1,200 Israelis and more than 25 American citizens, more than 1,400 in Gaza, have also been killed since Israel started strikes on the Gaza following the deadly Hamas attack. But you know what, you guys, I seen a picture and I saw where I don't even think I'm on forecast. I'm looking. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all able to hear me or what's going on. Let me know in the chat and see. I may have to go come out and come back in. I think y'all can hear me now. Okay. Um, but you know what, you guys? I seen the tunnels. That they had the tunnels as far as um they was bombing. They had bombed the tunnels, and I guess they want us to see the tunnels, and they want us to see the damages, and they want us to see, just. But I still don't trust it because we all know who's in charge of the media, and when you see who's in charge of the media, then you already know what's going on. You already know that they're gonna have some lies in there. They're gonna have some propaganda in there. You already know that, right? Boy, I don't know. I sure hope y'all can hear me. I'm hoping. Boy, I'm gonna stop mentioning some names. Maybe I'm throwing out too many names, huh? This thing got me thinking, okay, y'all can't hear me, and it's just my phone is just going in circles. But I'm gonna just assume, okay, forecast. You say, yeah, I'm good. Okay, some students and their groups have since distanced themselves or withdrawn their endorsements from the statement amid an intense backlash inside and outside of Harvard. Several said they did not read the statement before they signed it. Why would you sign something? This is showing you right now. Don't ever sign something that you didn't read. Even a write up at work, do not sign it. A conservative nonprofit said it organized the truck featuring the virtual billboards with students named images under a banner that read Harvard's leading anti-Semitics. How are you anti-Semitic to a people that's not even Semitic? Just answer me that. I don't understand that. These people crazy. They got the whole world fooled. What's gonna happen when the whole world understands and realizes who the real uh Israelites are, the real Hebrews? How they gonna explain that? Oh, I thought we was. They won't. They, you know what? In the Jewish culture, it's like illegal to do your DNA. Why would it be illegal to do your DNA there? I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, but anyway. It's also published names online. CNN has not independently verified that the names students were associated with the letter. Okay, then why are you making the story about it if you've not made sure that what you're doing is correct? The group's president said in a post on X platform that's known as Twitter that the group is removing the names of students from groups that withdrew, but are also adding a new names every hour. Ain't that something? The University Hilla is the Jewish student organization condemned the billboard truck and attempts to intimidate the signatures. Okay, Harvard Hilla strongly condemned any attempts to threaten and intimidate co-signatories of the Palestine Solidarity Committee statement, including the bus on campus displaying the names and faces of students affiliated with the group who signed it. Okay, the organization said in a statement posted on its website, we will continue to reject the PSC statement in the strongest terms and demand accountability for those who signed it. Get out of here. You can't make nobody do nothing. What the hell these people think? What happened? You're in America. See, this is what I'm telling you. You guys fail to realize who's running America. The Jews have run America. Do we really understand that? How you gonna sit up there and talk and tell somebody, yeah, I demand that you make a statement? I demand. You can't demand nothing. You can only demand me to stay black and die. That's all you can demand. Okay. The statement added, but under no circumstances should that accountability extend to public intimidation of individuals. But it is. So what you guys doing about that truck that you got sitting out there in front of that school? Harvard legal scholar Lawrence Tribe also blasted the attempts to expose the students, telling CNN in an email that naming and shaming the students as well as labeling them as anti-Semitic anti-Semitics while posting their photos to put targets on their backs is far more dangerous than useful. Okay, we shouldn't respect the McCarthy era's excesses in the interest of of moral clarity. Tribe added. Okay, the malicious publication of personal information such as the home address. You have their home address, you have their phone numbers, has been a tactic used by far right groups for years to intimidate Palestinian activists and allies into silence, according to the current Harvard student who is of Palestine descent and spoke to CNN on the condition of what's that? Anonymity, and y'all know what I mean. Y'all know. Go ahead, y'all. You know the word, okay? In the wake of the mounting backlash, at least 8 of the original 34 co-signing Harvard students groups have written their signatures, withdrawn their signatures from the statement as of Wednesday afternoon, according to the Harvard Crimson of Students newspaper. The reversal from a handful of student groups has come after student groups also comes after billionaire hedge fund CEO Bill Ackren's and several other businesses leaders demanded Harvard University release the names of students' signatures so they would know not to hire them. Hey, what? What? You said, are we serious here? In a post on X on Wednesday, famed economist and former Harvard president Larry Summers, who criticized the statement, added that it is not a time where it is constructive to validify individuals. And it's what are they doing? Please, everybody, take a deep breath, he wrote. Many in those groups never saw the statement before it went out. In some cases, these approving did not understand exactly what they were proving. Probably some were naive and foolish. You know, those are kids. They just didn't half them kids didn't even read that thing. Oh my God. These people, like you said, forecast, they are the most anti-Semitic. They really are. Because they say whatever they want against us, and we don't say nothing. We just look at them and keep moving. But we're the ones that they should be apologizing to. Okay. What are they apologizing to fake folk for? I'm just saying. Harvard referred to CNN request for comment on the dock truck to a letter written to the Harvard community and shared online. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm tired. From Executive Vice President Meredith Weinick, which said the university takes seriously the safety and well-being of every member of our community. We do not condone or ignore intimidating, whatever the name is said. We do not condone or ignore threats or acts of harassment or violence. She added the Harvard University Police Department has stepped up its security presence on campus and continued to monitor online activity for the potential of any specific threats to the campus, community, or individuals on campus. Weeknet also included a link to guide resources on cyber harassment and other electronic threats in her memo. Ain't that something? These kids can't even they want to take away your voice. Every area now, they want to take away your voice now. But I was trying to find here it is. Let me show y'all this crap here. But they tell me they found. Look at this. You know what?
There's plenty to celebrate.
I don't believe nothing they say. I don't believe nothing they have to say. They're gonna sit up there and tell you that it's a hole that they found in one of the underneath the nursery or the hospital, the children's hospital that they bombed. That's what they're trying to tell you. But let's see. I'm trying to wait until these people get off of here. Look at them. Get off of here. Look at these people. They just got commercials all over the world, don't they? No, I don't want y'all to see this.
We go in under cover of darkness, and as we cross the border fence, it's lights out across the Gaza Strip.
How you driving in
Escorted
the
by a
dark?
tank, we switch into an armored personnel carrier for the final stretch.
Are you serious?
Even through a night vision screen, you can see the magnitude of the destruction on the streets of Gaza City. We offload at the Al Shifa Hospital and pick our way along Ibn Sina Street, or what's left of it.
Pete, watch your feet. Let's go.
We have to keep our lights off most of the time or risk exposing our position.
That's just something.
CNN reported from Gaza under Israel Defense Forces escort at all times. As a condition for journalists to join this embed with the IDF, media outlets must submit footage filmed in Gaza to the Israeli military censors for review.
Oh,
Now
they
at the
got
hospital
the
compound.
hold on. You mean to tell me you go over there, you gotta make sure that what you showing, you gotta show them first before you can show it. So that means if you're showing some truth that they don't want out, that means you can't show it, right? This is crazy. This stuff is crazy. I'm just looking at this stuff. I don't even want to see this. I don't even want to see it. It's disgusting. I just don't even want. I'm gonna stop sharing right now because it's disgusting me. My thing is, what I really want to talk about is how those students and how we have subjected our babies to have subjected themselves to. Hey, Bakari, what's up? What's up? How our babies have subjected themselves to putting their faces out there. So now some of these jobs are saying, "Oh, we're not going to hire them." But my thing is, why aren't you doing that for your own? We have all this police brutality, all these babies, all the murdering has gone on. You got the immigrants. Why are we not? Instead of us standing up for Palestine, why are we standing up for our own what they're doing over here to us as far as the police department? If you can stand up at Harvard and you can say what you need to say, you could do that for yourself. You're standing up for other people's freedom, but you're not standing up for your own. Make it make sense. And then I don't see the same heat that you're giving to Palestine. Why aren't you promoting or putting some attention on what's going on in the Congo, what's going on over there in with the Somalians? Okay, they're in a civil war, and guess whose hand is always in it? The West. Their hands is always in it. Narmer, peace. Welcome, 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 X. But you have to understand, are we tired of what we're seeing? When are we going to get to the place where we are standing up for our own? Okay, just like people in Chicago, they need to be doing some stuff because all of the troops over there in Israel, if black folks go do something, they need to be doing it right now. What are we doing? When are we going to stand up here and say what we need to say? When are we going to bring some attention on what's going on in our black communities? You got all these immigrants in here, all of them getting all this money every month. What to get $9,000 per family? New co-worker who's going to join our enemy's military of colonization agents in Japan on behalf of our. They could have, you know what? They can go in there over there and do what they got to do, and I wouldn't care if they don't never come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not my concern right now. I know we got some black Palestinians over there, just like we got some black Israelites, Israelis, or Jew people. Okay, yes, we got black folk over there, but you got them Damona people fighting in the Israeli war. They said they had to their children have to. Everybody has to fight over there. Everybody, including their children. Are you crazy? You wouldn't have got my children up in there. I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. Hey, I'm gonna put the link out if somebody want to come up and have something to say. I'm gonna put the link out because I think it's ridiculous how we can go and voice our opinion and march and protest for a group of people that don't even like you. They don't even care nothing about you. And you sit up there putting your life on the line for other people. When are you gonna put your life on the line for yourself, for your own? For your own. We have no friends. I don't see nobody putting their life on the line when these police officers murdering folks. I don't see none of that. Do you? I don't see none of that. Hold on, y'all. I got to look for something. Hold on. I'm finding something because I heard something today and I was trying to see how true it was, and I'm looking for it now. Look at this. I want y'all to see this. I really want you guys to see this. Look at this. I'm going to share mine. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen because this is what I was looking for. Now, I don't hear nobody saying nothing about this. I don't see nobody rising up. I don't see nobody having Yeah, Demona was it. Yeah, that's what they had all. You just found that out. Yeah, they was over there with the nuclear people. I mean, the nuclear plants. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, whatever. That's I don't understand that, but that's a story for another day. That whole thing right there is just crazy to me. But I'm gonna show you guys something. I want y'all to see this right here. This is what happened a few days ago. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Oh shoot! Wait a minute. Oh God! Come on here, get off of there. Oh, I guess that was it, huh? Oh Lord, they got a whole thing on there. Boy, they have advertisement going crazy. I want y'all to read that. Read that for me. Baltimore police fired 36 shots at armed man. Body cam recording showed. They want to tell you that he's armed, right? But wasn't Dylan Roof armed who killed 9? Wasn't Peyton armed who murdered 10? How many times did they shoot at him, at Peyton and Dylan? Didn't they give Dylan Roof a sandwich? I'm just saying. They talked Peyton down. They didn't wrestle him to the ground and throw him to the ground and jump on top of him and jump on top of his neck and get on his throat. They didn't do any of that with Peyton and Dylan Ruth, right? But this man, they said, "Oh, he was armed." Okay. Well, my thing is, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Baltimore, four Baltimore police officers unleashed a barrage of deadly gunfire at a man who pointed a gun at them while fleeing last week, according to body cameras. Um, recordings released by the department Friday. So they want you to think that every time you have a weapon, now white folk have weapons all the time, it's normal, right? Black folk, we need to get them used to us having weapons. That don't mean you're supposed to shoot a man 36 times. That don't even mean, just like Dylan Roof, he had a whole AR, in his hands when he died, right? I mean, Dylan Roof didn't die, but what I'm saying is he had a whole AR-15 in his hands when the police got there. But did he die? No. So why is it every time you come in our neighborhood, even if we have a gun, nobody talks, nobody, they just start shooting, 36 times? How does, why would somebody need you to shoot them 36 times? That's what I don't understand. So did he do, how many rounds was it before he died? One or two should have killed him, right? If you hit him in the right spot, right? So you had to do target practice on his body. That's what I'm seeing. Target practice. 36 shots. Okay. Let me just say, because I don't think they shot Dylan Roof at all. He killed 10, right? How many does this man kill? But Dylan Roof shot 10, Peyton shot 9, or I probably have it backwards, whatever. But my thing is, what I'm trying to say is they lived. Okay, but let's keep reading. The officer fired 3 dozen shots. The officers fired 3 dozen shots. Officials said during a press conference. So they think they did something, and then they're gonna show you a body camera with the man with a gun. And I don't give a damn. He had a grenade in his damn hand. You did not have to shoot the man 30. You didn't even have to shoot him, period, because you didn't shoot Dylan Reese. I'm gonna keep saying this. Cal Rittenhouse killed. He shot 3. 2 died, but did they shoot at him? Did they shoot at him? Because he had a gun. They even waved at him with a gun in his hand. They waved at him, didn't they? Right? He was able to go home, and they went to his house and got him. But he'll walk past all these police officers, and they just waved at him, right? But they want to think that it want you to think that every time they come in contact with you, you got anything, you breathe wrong, you're dead. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. The officers fired 3 dozen shots. Officials said during a press conference Friday afternoon at Baltimore police headquarters, where they played the recording and presented the department views of them, department's views of them. A shooting occurred November 7th when officers on district action team and squad focused on seizing illegal guns. Seizing illegal guns. Are you just in a black neighborhood doing this? You mean white folk don't have no guns? Okay. Were proactively patrolling a southwest Baltimore. A man later identified as Hunter Jessup, 27, was killed during a short foot pursuit. Okay, if he's running from you, why would you shoot him? He was running from you, away from you. Because if you're pursuing somebody, it means they ran from you. They're running from you. The video showed him appear to fire his own weapon before he stuck by gunfire, before he's struck by gunfire and falls to the sidewalk. The video shows him appear to fire, appear. They weren't sure that, they said appear, because they'd have said, oh, he fired a shot, right? Appeared to fire his own weapon before he's struck by gunfire and falls to the sidewalk. Officials said they haven't determined how many times Jessup was shot. Why? Who help me out? Help me understand. Why 36 times though? Why? Why 36 times? Am I not sharing my screen, y'all? Help me out. Hold on, let me see. Am I sharing my screen? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying. I'm thinking I'm sharing my screen. Hold on. Why am I freezing up here? New coworker who's going to join our enemy. Okay. So my thing is just crazy. Anyway, okay, you see it. Okay, that's cool. Okay, in the aftermath of the shooting, some community members questioned whether his death was necessary. Exactly, we should question that. Now, this is what you need to be standing up against. This is what you need to be marching at. This is what you need to be protesting. This is what you need to be showing some attention to. Besides over there, I don't see no students from Howard talking about this. I don't see no black folk talking about this. This is what we need to be. This is our business right here. I hear crickets. I hear crickets. I don't hear nothing. I don't see nothing. Why? But when you was over there, when Palestine were doing what they were doing, I heard all this noise. You know, all this noise. But now you don't hear nothing. Okay. They said officers on the department's specialized gun squad have a reputation for displaying overly aggressive behavior and escalating otherwise peaceful encounters, especially in that neighborhood. Tell me why. This is what we're supposed to be protesting. Now, how come I don't see anybody? Why do I hear anybody protesting? It's just as quiet in the black neighborhood, huh? It's just as quiet in the black community, huh? But you got a whole lot to say for them Palestinians in Israel, don't you? A whole lot of stuff. The schools walking out of class, they leaving class and they just having a good old time doing what they want to do, huh? For other people that don't care nothing about you. But you got the nerves to sit up there and be silent when it's your own. That's how much hate we have for each other. Where did the hate come from? Can anybody tell me in the chat, where did the hate come from? They should see them as demons, though. X. They should, because those people are evil. Black and white on those forces are evil. So you mean all them brothers on there, all them black people on the force, and you mean to tell me nobody could say, dude, we're not going to shoot him 36 times. Y'all put y'all weapons up. Nobody had the nerves to say that. That's how we hate each other. But this is what happens when you allow other people to educate you. They will begin to teach you. And I'm going to say this until y'all fucking get it. This is what bothers me. When we can't sit up here and say, hey, we're not going to do that to our brother. I don't care if he got a gun. Let he running home. I had a guy at the office the other day. He was a police officer, right? Him and I were talking. And I said, and he said, oh, it was a foot pursuit. I said, why are you running after him? Didn't you get his address? Why you got to run after him? I ain't running after nobody and I ain't shooting nobody because I can't. I'm going to go to his house and get him because he got to go home and eat. He got to go home at some time. And I'm going to wait for him to get home. Seriously, you got the person's ID. Why do I need to foot pursue and run after this person? You gonna see him around. If this is your job, you know who that person is. You know he hang out. You know you can come back tomorrow and he'll be right there waiting on you. Did he need to die? Did he need to really be shot 36 times? Let's talk about it. Come on, y'all. History shows me the revolution. My phone is acting. It's so stuck today. Our people religion. For the most part, knowing me every so often. Okay, let's go ahead. So where am I at? Yes. So, but Baltimore Police Commission Richard Worley, who's probably black. I want you to look up that man. Tell me, is he black forecast? Has commended the officers' actions, saying they protected public safety in an area plagued by violence. He also said they yelled at just multiple times to drop his weapon before opening fire. You still don't get it, do you? You still don't get it. Okay. You're going to get it sooner or later. I guarantee you. Because you got a whole lot of mercenaries that have come over here from Afghanistan, Ukraine. Y'all better walk this out with me. And Venezuela's, right? You're going to get treated the same way. Black folk, I'm telling you, y'all, these people got a lot of single men that came over here. Why? Where are the families? Where are the women? Where are the family members? So you mean to tell me, out of all those three groups, Afghanistan, Ukraine, and Venezuela, no terrorist attackers came on those planes? No terrorist attacks came through those borders? No terrorist attacks at all came from Ukraine? Okay. They already have this country on a high alert, right? They already have this country on a high alert. Why? Because they told us they have sleeper cells. So that means when you brought people over from Afghanistan, now you didn't release them. You didn't even know where they at. You didn't even know how many people. You had no names. You just in the border. You just let them in. You don't know nothing about them people. You don't know none of their names. You don't know where they was going. You have no idea. So now you have let a whole bunch of terrorist attackers come into your country, but you so busy trying to hurt black folk that you hurting yourself. Boy, I tell you, they get it every time, don't they? They so damn dumb. They get on my nerves because they so freaking stupid. You so busy trying to hurt one group of people that you turning the knife on yourself. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That just blows my mind. But let me keep reading. Let me keep reading. While it's an unfortunate incident, the investigation is still going on. Okay. Oh, you gonna investigate yourself? Can somebody else please come in and investigate the police officers besides the police investigate themselves and calling themselves not guilty? Okay. He said, adding that officers will continue patrolling the areas to provide greater visibility and better response times with the goal of deterring and preventing violent crimes. Why don't you get in people some jobs so you can keep them off the street then? How about that? Let's see how many jobs you can get them. Okay. I'm just saying. Oh, God. Worley said police are trained to shoot to incapacitate. What am I pronouncing it right? Incapacitate. Whenever they encounter someone they consider a threat of deadly violence. But 36 times, y'all, it didn't take 36 bullets, I'm sure, which often means continuing to shoot until the threat has passed. In this case, the officers fired 36 shots at Joseph, Worley said. So do you mean it took 36? Do you think he still lived after 10 of those shots went into his body? After three went in, if you shoot somebody in the right spot, they're gonna die instantly, right? So you mean to tell me they was practicing with this dude's life? They was what you call it? They was at the range, they was doing range shooting. Okay. They was used him as a target. The entire interaction lasted less than a minute. A minute? You sure? A minute? Hmm. Okay. So that makes it even better because it was only a minute. What are we saying? Delusional welcome. Karma will be here now. You ain't lying. Karma is coming, honey. Karma is coming. Y'all better believe that. Southern accent. You did see the black man who got into the fight on the dock in. Oh yeah, and they brought charges. Yeah, they bringing charges on him, honey. Yeah, they just trying to get you not to fight, but we gonna still fight. Don't matter. You slap me, I'm gonna slap you back and give a damn. Whatever. The video shows police in two vehicles talking to two men standing on a corner. The men lift their shirts in response to a request from the officers who saw a bulge in Jessup clothing. Officer said off camera, he takes off running. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Why was the camera off? Hold on. What was that about? Hold on. The men lifted their shirts and responded to a request from the officer who saw a bulge in Jessup's clothing. Office officials said off camera, he takes off running. Officer pursues him on foot and by car, covering on a sidewalk around the corner. Okay. One officer jumped out of the vehicle and tried to tackle Jessup despite the gun in his right hand. Does that even sound right? Come on, you guys. I know that we are not that dumb. I know we are not that stupid. Listen to this. Despite the gun in his right hand, the one officer jumps out of the vehicle and tries to tackle him. You got a gun, and I'm gonna run up and tackle you. Are we that stupid? We don't understand that. We're not that dumb, I know. Okay, hold on here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Hold on. But he slips away. Okay, so why didn't he just shoot the man? Why didn't he shoot the officer if he had a gun and you tackled him? You falling on the ground. Why didn't he just take the gun out and shoot you? If he really had a gun. Okay, come on, let's go. Other points their weapons at him, repeatedly yelling at him to get on the ground and drop the gun. Jessup keeps running and turns toward another officer as all four open fire. During Friday's news conference, officials pointed to a slowed down version of the video that appears to show a bullet from Jessup's gun striking a parked car. Officials said they're still processing evidence to determine how many shots Jessup fired. Oh, that means they're playing with the video. That's what that means. They all lie. You know they lied. You know they lying. You know they innocents lying. Worley said just family members viewed the recording from the four officers' body cams before it was made public. A woman who answered the phone at a number listed for Jessup's possible relative said she had no comment before hanging up. Police said Jessup was under correctional supervision in a case from a different jurisdiction. They didn't provide additional details about the case. Okay, Maryland Attorney General is investigating under a state law charge that went into effect October 1st. The statewide office will decide whether to bring criminal charges against any of the officers involved. Previously, that decision fell to local prosecutors. Okay, so they saying the Maryland Attorney General office is investigating under a state law charge. Okay, okay, hold on now. Now they finna sit up here and gaslight us again, right? Because now they're saying that Maryland Attorney General's office is investigating under a new state law, under state law changed that went into effect October 1st. The statewide office will decide whether to bring criminal charges against any of the officers involved. Do you really think that they're going to bring charges against their buddies? Do you really think? Now, see, they get me when they think we that stupid to understand that we're going to look for their friends to bring charges against them. Oh, yeah, dumb. What the hell? Baltimore's DAT squad has been scrutinized, particularly after another police shooting unfolded under similar circumstances this year, leaving a teen in critical condition less than a mile from where Joseph was shot. Police tried to stop the teenager because they believed he was armed. They believed he was armed, and the officer shot him from behind as the boy was running away, holding a gun in one hand. I don't believe none of this. I don't believe none of it. Department leaders created the DAT squad after the gun trace task force was disbanded amid federal racketeering charges accusing several officers of systematically robbing the city and its residents using illegal searches and planted evidence. Oh my God, this is getting worse and worse. I'm sorry, this is getting worse and worse. The corruption scandal helped prompt widespread reform efforts within the department, which has a long history of problematic interactions with the city's Black community. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm done, y'all. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. I cannot. I swear I can't. I cannot with them. I'm telling you. Every time they open their mouth, I see a lie. Every time they open their mouth, I see a lie. I don't believe nothing that they say. And I remember the story about the young boy. It was two youngsters, and it was three of them. It was a girl, and it was another. It was two black. No, it was a girl and a boy. They let the girl go, and they was questioning the young man. The young man was so afraid because he was like in eighth or ninth grade, eighth grade, I think it was. He was so afraid that he took off running, and he didn't have a gun. He took off running because he was so scared. They told him to stop. He didn't. He ended up hiding in the shed. Had his cell phone in his hand. That's what he had in his tongue. He had his cell phone. He took his cell phone and he called his guardian, and his guardian came, and that's when he came out. But other than that, he thought he was gonna die, so he ran. I remember that story. Now, see, this is the type of stuff that we need to be standing up for. This is the type of stuff that we really need to be protesting. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get out there and hell, we need to be protesting for ourselves, our own freedom. You over there protesting like you ain't got no business here. You acting like you don't have nothing in the world to worry about with white folk. You acting like everything is peachy keen, everything is hunky dory. There's nothing to see here, right? Come on, you guys. We gotta stop. We gotta stop taking on other people's stuff. That Palestine stuff is not ours. I'm sorry. Y'all black folk over there gotta do what y'all gotta do. I'm sorry. And we gotta do what we need to do over here. We got enough stuff on our plate. We got enough poop on our plate to clean up, okay? Without us looking at everybody else's plate. Everybody else's plate. We got enough stuff on our plate. I didn't want to make this long, but I'm just saying it just makes me so mad when I see our babies not fighting for your own, not fighting for Congo, not fighting for Somalia, not fighting for Sudan, but you're fighting for people that call you niggas, that call you slaves, that call you names. You're literally fighting for them. That's mental illness to me. That's mental illness to me. I'm sorry. Y'all can call it what you want, but that's mental illness for me. I don't understand. I did not. I'm not. I'm done. I just want to come on here for a minute. I didn't even want to do an hour. I just wanted. I'm tired of us thinking that we have to stand for everybody. They tell you what to do and you get up and do it. Them crackers can't tell you nothing. You do as you want to do. All of what I read is educational purpose. It wasn't trying to point fingers at anybody. I don't believe in violence. I believe in defending my freedom, defending myself. That's what I believe. I don't believe that I'm gonna just go and hurt somebody just because. It's always in defense. But we have to get to the place where we are defending us. We are defending ourselves against police brutality. You shout more for Palestinian that they never shouted for you. Our kids died. How many Palestinians talked about this 30, the one the 36-year-old? I mean, the guy that got shot 36 times. How many Palestinians, marched for that? How many protested that? Excuse me, anybody? I ain't seen nobody protesting that. How many protested it? None. How come? But we protested theirs. That's right. Do unto others. You right. I X, you know that. I believe that. In the world. Hey, dear, what you talking about? Who called you a coward? What are you talking about? I told you they are trying to change black folks even when they're defending themselves. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm gonna still defend myself. I'm not gonna sit up there and let them do me any kind of way. I don't give a dang. Let them. They can charge whatever they want to. I'm still gonna charge. I'm still gonna fight back. I don't care. Charge whatever you want to. They can charge him all day long, but still, he was defending himself. And that's what black folk need to be rising up against. When that brother got charged, black folks should have came out globally and had something to say about that. Now that's what you should be protesting. But you ain't saying nothing about that. Ooh, it's quiet, huh? Hey, ooh, quiet as mouth, huh? But you got so much say for other folk that don't like you. But your own brother who's sitting up here getting ready to go up on charges, nobody said anything. No protest. Nobody had anything to say. Free the captain. Okay, that's what should have been in. Free the captain and drop the charges. Nobody does that. When NFAC, they got on him. Free NFAC, free Grandmaster. Nobody says anything. We just look and we go, well, he shouldn't have been out there doing this thing. But he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't defend himself. He should just let all seven of them beat the hell out of him. He should have just took it. You done lost your damn man. I don't see no protest for nothing. But people that don't like you. You got the nerve to stand up there and have a hold a damn sign talking about free Palestine. Should have been saying free your black behinds. Free our children from being shot in the head by police. Free our children, our church members from being murdered in churches. Free our children from being shot up in these schools. Free our shoppers that's trying to shop at Dollar General. I'm not seeing no. Remember the people that died in Dollar General? Or was it Family Dollar? Which one? It was one of them. Man came in there and shot like three people, right? I ain't see no protesting for that. Did anybody see any protests? I didn't see any protests for that. That's what we should be protesting. But you got the nerves to holler free somebody way across the damn earth. Not your problem. I don't give a damn if they blow up everybody over there. Sorry. Sorry. My fight, my concern is right here on this sword, right here. Police brutality, murdering our babies, shooting somebody for the because you thought that they were something else. You thought they had a gun when they actually had a phone in their hand. That boy didn't have no gun. He was running for his life. He had no gun. He had his phone in his hand. And now they didn't made you think that the boy had. What happened to the Chinese? Did we even talk about what happened to the Chinese that shot the little boy and killed the little boy? Him and the dad. Remember the Chinese man and the black boy went into the store and he was running out the store and they ran behind him, shot him down the street and killed him. What happened to that? Do we hear anything about that? What happened to Tatiana, the officer that shot him, that shot her? Did he ever go to jail? See, this is stuff that we need to be marching about. This is stuff that we need to be free black folk from being shot to death by police. That's what we need to be protesting. But you sit up there talking about some damn Palestinian like you ain't got no fighting, like you ain't got nothing going on in your backyard. Hmm. Hmm. Don't ask me to send my child to nobody's service. You draft man, I'm sending her to somewhere else. You won't be able to get her. You won't be getting mine. I guarantee you that. Hmm. We don't believe in fighting for nobody's awards in this family. I preached against going to service a long time ago. And I remember them service guys from the service was calling my baby, calling me. We want to talk to you. We want to see if your daughter want to go to the service. Go to service for who, sir? Who service? And fight for what? When she's still a servant or still a slave herself, when she still ain't free. She gonna go to fight for whose freedom? When she get done fighting for her freedom, when you go get the Clinton's children, go get Biden's. I said it was the Congress and the Senate. I said when you go get their children, you can come get mine. But until you get the Congress and the Senate's children, you won't be getting mine. My children won't be going to fight for anybody as war for another country's freedom, as long as they're not free themselves. And you remember back in the day, they used to be hanging brothers when they come back in their uniforms, didn't they? And you want me to go fight for this racist country? Are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind? You're not getting my children, my grandchildren, great. You're not getting none of my lineage. And I mean that, none of them. I put a seal on that. Not one lineage, not one child, not one grandchild will go to service. They're going to have their businesses. That's our family inheritance. Entrepreneurship. Creating generational wealth. I'm just saying. But I'm done, you guys. I've been on here a whole hour, and I think I've said enough. Because you know how black folk is. They can hear you and they don't. They're going to do what they want to do, and it's all good. I'm just saying. You have so much to say for other folk and nothing for yourself. That's the sad part about it. And that's why I had to come on. I had to come on just to point that out. That's what bothers me. You guys don't know how that bothers me. When I see you sitting up here, we've had so many of our babies, Michael Brown, right? Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, a whole slew of black children, black folk to be killed by the police and nobody says a peep. Nobody says a word. You said something about one man in George Floyd, and what was so special about him? He was the only one you ever marched for. All these other babies, the one that just got shot 20, 36 times, that's who you need to. I don't give a damn. Don't come in our community with all of that if you got to shoot somebody. You're not even welcomed in this community. Do you go to white communities do that? When you go out there in the white communities, then you come in our community. Stay your ass out of our communities. Plain point blank. We need our own police department in our community, and we need to be totally separated from them. Let the white officers go in the white folk communities and see how many white children they shoot up. Let's see how many in the white children they get that shoot up. Oh, they daddies ain't playing it because they got guns too, and they'll shoot them. I guarantee you it. Just like remember that 12-year-old and the 14-year-old little boy and girl who had a shootout with police and they lived. They had a whole fucking shootout with police and lived. The police was saying, "Don't hurt them." Oh, that's what they were saying. But them kids were shooting at police. Remember that? This we all got. Yes, we all we got. You're right. We need to fight for us and nobody else. I don't see any protests for them either. Protest. X, I don't either. It's ridiculous. This bothers me so bad on so many levels. We so busy fighting for other folk that we got stuff in our backyard and we just letting it pile up. It's piling up. I don't know how much more black folk can take of all of this police brutality. I don't know how much more they can take of it. Until we demand police and hospitals cannot look like our enemies. Yes, we better be ready to do what the Bible says. You're right. And I do believe that he's waiting for us to stand up. And when we stand up, he will protect us. But as long as we sitting here talking about forgive, he looking at y'all like you keep forgiving. Y'all ass is going to be all dead. Keep forgiving. Keep forgiving. Because I'm not coming to save none of you. Keep forgiving. Keep forgiving. He's sitting there looking at us like we crazy. Y'all keep forgiving. And see what I do. I'm gonna sit here and watch y'all. As long as y'all watch yourself, as long as y'all you're protesting for your enemies, I ain't got nothing to do with that. He's sitting up there looking at y'all fools like, I'm not getting in that. When you get up for yourself, and when you start protesting for yourself, and when you start rising up globally for yourself, for your justice, then I'll step in. But until that, I ain't. It's like he's not doing nothing. You got to save yourself. You have to save yourself, and that's not what we're doing. I'm just saying. I'm done with this live. I've been on here an hour. There's plenty of time to say what I have to say. But I think you guys got the point. And I don't know when I'll be back. Who knows? Maybe next week. Maybe not. I don't know. If I feel like it, I will. If not, I don't care. I ain't tripping. Because people don't listen. Black folk gonna do what they want to do. We're gonna hate on each other. We're gonna kill each other. And we're gonna protest and speak up for everybody else but our own stuff. Just like in Chicago, that whole mayor, he needs to be dealt with. They need to be showing up at his home. Mayor Eric Adams, too, in New York, they need to be showing up at his house. What the hell are you doing, bro? We need to have a background talk. We need to have a background talk. We need to go to the woods and talk. I'm just saying. I'm not condoning violence. I just need them to understand. They need a conversation with him to understand, what are you doing? You have sold out your people. All of this money, millions and millions and millions of dollars going to the immigrants. But you got black folk who still have not gotten reparations. And then he just spent 500,000 to do a damn research, to do a damn study. What the hell you studying? Tell me what you're studying. Oh, so that's supposed to appease us? Because you're going to spend why you couldn't get that to the black community? That's what I need to know. Instead of you studying something. Each one teach one. Yes. But why do you need 500K? He just gave for a study. What are you studying? Tell me what you're studying. You studying black folk? What are you studying? We could have told you we was slaves. Lineage base. Not nobody that came here that had a base. We talking about lineage base. Those are the only people that can get reparations. Lineage base. Because all these other people are going to try to jump on the bandwagon. You got white folk already say, I have black in my family. Get the hell out of here. You ain't got no reparations. If you don't look as dark as me, you ain't getting nothing. So if you like one of them light skin, you better tan up or do something. I met a Dominican Republic girl today that her dad was black and her mom was white, and they live over there, and it was just so funny to see. And I'm like, wow, but we have to understand lineage base, you guys. Brother Maurice, welcome, welcome, welcome. We getting ready to go. But yeah, you have to listen to it. But yeah, we have to get down to business. We all we got. And we sitting up here fighting for everybody else. But we just had a brother that was shot, what, 36 times? I don't hear no protest for him. I'm just saying. Don't think they forgot about you. They ain't forgot about you. Oh, they coming. You better be ready. You better be ready. And they're known for going into this area in Baltimore harassing. They say they telling people they coming over here harassing us in situations that shouldn't even be where somebody is getting shot. They're getting shot on purpose because they're going in their black neighborhoods because you let them. And as long as black folk keep allowing police officers to come into their neighborhood, this is what's going to happen. Stand up the same way in your neighborhood, the same way you see our black children standing up for the Palestinians. Let me see you do that in your neighborhood. Let me see you have that much say in your own neighborhood. Let me see you protesting that in your own neighborhood against police brutality that's happening in your neighborhood instead of you protesting for somebody else. Let's take care of home first. Let's take care of home. I'm just saying. It's time for us to take up for us. We have no friends. I keep telling, I don't know how we're going to say that until we believe it. I don't think black folk believe it. You sitting up there trying to tell us that our civil rights, they had the same rough time that we had with civil rights. The hell, you can't even compare the two. You can't even compare the two. What are you doing? I'm done, family. I just wanted to come on here for a minute, and I think I've done my part. Now let somebody else do their part. Forecast, you take on, and you do you. Okay. But family, thank you so much for joining. I don't know. I may be back next week. Don't know. But whenever I come back, y'all meet me here, and we'll do what we need to do. The mayor of Chicago is from Haiti, so he believes in saving them. He said at the press conference, "What the hell? Hold on. He's from Haiti. Okay, being from Haiti, didn't we just ship a whole bunch of Haitians back that came to the border, and they shipped them back, and nobody protest that, right? Nobody had protest that. Nobody said anything about that. That's sad. That's sad. That's even worse. That you have a Haitian, all that hell you done went through in Haiti, and you gonna come over here and save everybody else but your own. Oh God, I can't stand this. I can't do this because it bothers me. It does. This whole mess bothers me so bad because I see us taking up for other people and leaving our own. Now, you mean to tell me this Haitian mayor, he don't see what's going on in Chicago with his own? You don't see what's going on with your own. So you gonna come in here and give $500,000 to us to study black folk to slavery? I seen what he had. He's doing a study for $500,000. That could have been money that could have been a start for reparations for us. I'm just saying. That could have been a start for reparations for us. Because I do believe that we're going to get it. They're going to be forced, and they're going to be giving it to us because of some things that's going to be happening to them. This thing is about to kick off, and y'all don't even understand. We still thinking this thing is going to be, oh, this thing is done. That war right there, that's World War III. And what did Iraq say? Iraq say, America, don't think you're getting out of this one. Don't think you're getting away with this one. Don't think this is not going to hit your grounds. Did he say that? Oh, okay. He said that they have 34,000 Ukrainians in Chicago and nobody said nothing about them. Ain't that something? 34,000 Ukrainians. You know why? Because they didn't know. You can't tell Ukrainians because Ukrainians look white. You can tell Venezuelans, okay? Nobody knew that because they shipped them Ukrainians in the middle of the night, remember? And that's why nobody know. Nobody said anything because nobody know. They don't know how much money they're giving them Ukrainians because they didn't publicize it like they publicizing what they're doing for them Venezuelans. But you can't hide. You can't hide. You can hide a Ukrainian. They look like white folk. You can't tell. But in Venezuela, you can tell them. I'm just saying. Give some money to black folk. That 500,000 did you just spend on a study? You could have gave it to your sister and brother. But this is the madness among black people. We don't care nothing about our own. We're gonna fight somebody else first. We'll fight their battle first. We'll put them first. But our brother got 36 bullets. He got 30 shot 36 times and quiet as a mouse. Yep, you're right. Yes, they are because they're giving them work permits. They're giving them work permits. I'm just saying. But I guarantee you can't go to Venezuela and be one of their police officers. You can't go to Venezuela and vote. You can't go to Venezuela and do nothing but be an American and mind your own business. Because they don't be playing over there. Because you would die. I was talking to one in the other day. I went to Myrtle Beach and met a couple, and she said she was from there. And she said they have like those gangster who's like those mobs, and they pretty much like for businesses, they pay for the protection of businesses. And she said they will kill you. They will kill you if you don't pay that rent. Yeah. It's almost like for protection. But who you being protected from them? That's crazy. You're gonna pay them to protect you, but you're protecting them from them because they won't kill you if you don't pay them their money to stay to not kill you. It don't make no sense. Make it make sense. What the hell going on with people? What they need Cassie's laws, right? They need Cassie's as president. I'm just saying. All of this stuff would be null and void. We would not be in this predicament. I promise you we wouldn't. I swear we wouldn't be in this predicament. I'm just saying. But okay, family, I'm gone for real. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night and come on back and see me again. Peace, family. Thank you for joining, you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good night.